Hello everyone, hello! Cesare here with more Rune King, a League of Legends story. How's this so far? I had to miss you start. Okay, so this is, were you here when I played Battle Chasers Night War? This is basically the same as that. Oh, okay. You can rest here, get your HP MP back, and enemies will respawn after you rest at one of these. If I had only done this yesterday, I could have grinded. But I wouldn't have anyway because it's raid day. It's basically the same as Battle Chasers Night War. With some minor differences, like the way you build your systems, your characters up is different. The battle system has a little more nuance to it, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But the way the story is told, the cutscenes, the overworld map stuff, all of it is virtually the same. Diary. I set sail this morning for the Shadow Isles. I'm now a passing hand at sailing, but I suppose my navigation skills have something to be desired. I've become quite lost. The mist has grown so dark, I haven't been able to sight the shore of the Isles, nor fix my eye on the sun above. I'm resting to eat my packed lunch and record my journey. Thanks to this cursed mist, I can't see anything to sketch. But I'm hopeful that my destination is close. For the last few minutes, I've been able to hear a strange moaning, perhaps a wind blowing across a rocky shore. I've lowered the sails so I won't be dashed against the stones, and the moaning is growing louder over time too, which must be good. My brush is ready, and my canvases are primed. Shadow Isles? Here I come. I don't think he made it, because, like, why are his journals just strewn all over this town? The moaning was me. Sorry, ship sexually aroused me. Well, at least you're, keen enough to admit that.
So afraid, so alone. But soon, Captain, you'll be crossed off my list. And you won't feel a thing ever again.
What list? I've never seen you before in my life. I'm not even a captain anymore. I haven't sailed in years. Please!
Abomination. Face the Kraken Priestess if you dare.
Killing you would be fun. But meaningless. No.
Forsaken One, do you think I am offering you a choice?
Ah, shit, we get to fight this guy. Yeah, I figured he was going to be boss. Okay, he's got 293.
We never stop.
Immune to stun. Serrated Slice deals light damage, applies a bleed, and a random debuff from poison, bleed, ignite, slow sunder, or magic sunder. What the fuck? Bone Skewer. It deals minor damage. If the target is bleeding, it is guaranteed to... Okay, so we gotta get rid of that immediately.
You need practice.
Apparently he has an ultimate ability. And just flat out killed that character. Okay. I'm just gonna have you. That seemed like the right move. Alright, what do we got here? We got, Makes all of them hit for double damage, but if we can get some more tentacles out, we'll be okay. Alright, I'm gonna have this dude attack. Okay, I'm gonna have him heal himself now. One more hit, and then we'll have 5 tentacles. Yeah, there we go. Bleed times 2 this time. Great. Alright, whatever. I don't need to put that in the power lane, actually. We can do that in the balance lane, it'll probably still kill him.
Alas! I'm just getting started.
What do you mean I'm not very good at this game? I didn't do anything. Unless you mean my NPC that died. That one got ultimated. Nothing could have been done there. I didn't know they'd have a boss as an ultimate attack at the beginning of the game. Hey, McRachi, hello, welcome. New ability, Taunt. She's like a fucking tank healer and DPS. I forgot. I don't care about NPCs. NPCs can go fuck themselves. Hello, how you doing, McRachi?
Now face the test of the Mother Serpent. You will not survive her judgment.
That's a good question.
What did you do to me?
This cannot be. You are found worthy, but you are a monster. Goddess, what are you trying to show me? The Shadow Isles. Gangplank. A great test.
Truthbearer.
Goddess, help me understand.
Priestess, are you hurt?
How did the drowned one escape us?
The goddess favored him. I do not understand.
But you must. You are the truth bearer. The Mother Serpent's will flows through you.
Perhaps you need rest.
I need no such thing. Return to the village. I will join you soon.
You're lurking now. Does the game have permadeath? I don't think so. I assume these NPCs aren't permanent characters.
Truthbearer. Welcome.
Elder, I seek guidance.
Speak, child. Tell me what troubles you.
I sought to purge Bilgewater of a great threat. An enemy whose shadow spreads fear and stagnation in the streets.
Yes, such is your charge. And you do it well.
But this Blood Harbor Ripper, I tested him, and the goddess found him worthy.
Curious indeed.
It makes no sense. He is no living man, and the unliving are shameful to our goddess. How could he possibly pass her test? I have worked so hard to interpret her will, but this seems wrong. I should not doubt the goddess. But now I worry I have lost my way.
My child, the Mother Serpent's will blows through all things. Only when we follow our desire does the universe flow towards destiny. open yourself up to all...
And look, I have brought a friend. Now, be brave, and take good care of him until I return.
I will.
Rest now. Brom will find a cure for this. You have my word.
Oh, no one caught the bell spread?
Brom,
I love bell spreads.
you promise the impossible. Your heart is pure, but the sickness is spreading.
For Brom, nothing is impossible. The Freljord is my home. These people are my family. Tell me, what must I do?
When I was a boy, my father spoke of a place called the Blessed Isles. There, they possessed water, which was said to cure any illness. But Brom, that place was destroyed by the Black Mist. Shadow Isles, they call it now. Dangerous, even for you. Who knows if that water even exists? Sometimes a story is just a story.
Brom will return with this blessed water. Then, think of the stories they will tell, huh?
Brom got fucked up by the stories. Peanut took a poo in the blessed waters, drinking it, thinking it would give her unlimited shit to eat.
You fought the Black Mist. Are you sure?
Yes, and I will happily do so again. Once I find a bigger boat. In the battle with the mist, my shield was lost. It is very valuable to me. I will do whatever I must to recover it.
This guy uses a shield. I gotta keep him in my party.
Illaoi, we come with a message from Captain Fortune. We ain't looking for a fight.
Well, what is the message?
She requests an audience. She says... Well, she says the Black Mist has returned.
What?
The Black Mist. It has returned.
Thank you, Bram.
She'll be expecting you. Come with us.
I know the way.
She thought holy water meant it was from someone's hole.
It seems fate has brought us together.
This is not your fight. As Truthbearer, it is my sworn duty to push back the mist. Yet, your arrival here is no coincidence. This much I know. Perhaps it is the sign I was looking for.
By helping you face the mist, I may learn more of the cure I seek, and repay your people's kindness.
Your desire is strong. I will not stop you. Let us see what Sarah Fortune knows.
Alright, Brom has joined the party. His role is defense, disruption, and buffs. Blessed with massive biceps and an even bigger heart, Brom is a beloved iceborne hero of the Freljord. Brom uses his massive shield to protect his allies and stop any who would try to harm them. In his icy homeland, sagas are sung of Brom's deeds, but in the Bilgewater, he is just another traveler, seeking a way to cure his people of the disease that plagues them. Alright, he uses a shield, we gotta try him. Brom carries a Poro friend with him that can explore small crevices and bring back items it finds, so kind of like Tiamat. His dungeon ability, Shield Stomp, damages and applies concussion to enemies starting combat. Okay. Shield Stomp is even strong enough to break down some walls. Okay. Strong and tough, Brom is adept at shrugging off enemy blows. While Brom is casting, he takes reduced damage. That's good. By using Unbreakable, Brom can draw enemies' attention away from his friends and towards his powerful shield. Brom's Concussive Blow applies concussion on enemies. When enemies with concussion take damage, they build more stacks of concussion. If they reach max stats, they take damage and are stunned. You cannot ignore his girth, his vigor. Alright. We're going to save our game here because we got something new. We're 11% done the story. I also like when games give me a percentage on story because it gives me an idea of how well I'm doing. That's the exact same as what I got. That's an uncommon version, don't really care for that. Alright, abilities. Brahm. You have 2 upgrade points. Alright, so he's got concussive blow, we know what this does. It does magic damage with the concussion. That's interesting. Okay, so at max stats, concussion deals 10.9 magic damage and applies a short stun. But it deals 18.6 magic damage to stun immune enemies. So that's actually really cool. Taking damage while affected by concussion will add another stack. Okay. And I guess that means from any player, not just him. So good to know. We can actually pair that together. Defend, defend. Taunt, 3 turns, has no recovery time. While casting an ability, Brahm reduces all damage taken by 20%. It's his lane ability, Winter's Bite, deals 39 magic damage and pushes back the target by a small amount. That'll actually be really good if I'm right and those spectral enemies at the beginning of the game weren't affected by the poison mist field because it's their field, I guess. Maybe other enemies will be affected by hazards, so this will help push them into those hazards. Or out of buffs if they are also affected by buffs. Adds a damage shield to all allies, absorbing 40 damage on each. Okay, that's good. Deals 46 damage to all enemies. Okay, so let's start with putting something on this. On detonation, deals an additional 5 damage or 9 damage on stun immune enemies. Increases stun duration from short to medium. I feel like that would probably be the better. I mean, damage is nice and all, but that would probably be good for bosses. Let's just put this on for now. We'll see how that goes. If attacked while it uses attack power for 5% 1 turn. Reduces physical damage by an additional 6%. Magic damage, okay. Increases pushback by 100%. Adds 3 stacks of concussion. So we could buff them with attack power. Okay, so I'm going to increase this. But deals an additional 3 damage to each enemy. Adds 3 stacks of... Okay, we got to go with that. So, okay, so Jeremy, you weren't here for, when I started, this, so, yeah, this game is, pretty decent. I'm not a fan of League of Legends. It does not interest me, but, hang on. I like the idea. That don't look like some work of some errant maniac. It's deliberate. It's just to make a statement. Looks like the work of the powder kegs. I seen them come by yesterday looking like they was in a dangerous mood. My brother. Anyway, I like the idea of when games expanding into other genres and expanding the universe of their lore, which is what League of Legends is trying to do. So while I don't care for League of Legends, games with stories to them seem to be really good, and this is so far not bad. Terrible, terrible, a man mutters to himself, looking at his deceased brother. Terrible, like fate. Well, that's the damn question, isn't it? A man can be gutted right out in the open in front of a jail, and yet not a single witness will come forward. He casts a glare at everyone around him. Who are you? Name's Owen. My brother here is Alex. We work as longshoremen. But last night, Alex didn't come back to the inn, and now he's here, dead. It's his fault for being out. Maybe someone mistook him for someone else. They didn't even take his money, so it wasn't no mugging. People keep talking about gang-related killings in Bilgewater, but I don't want to sniff around and get mistaken for some rival gang member. You look like an outlander. Don't think anyone would expect you to be affiliated with a gang. Please ask around in my stead. I just want to know how it happened. I could pay you some coin. Talk with the locals about murder. Alex wasn't the best brother in the world, but I deserve to at least know what happened. Any idea of who to ask? Well, there's that guppy Lenny near the bridge leading north to Grey Harbor. He's got his ear to the ground about most things around here. There's also my boss Darren, south by the shipyard, just below the lighthouse. He's familiar with what's going on in the harbor. I'd start with those two. I mean, if someone was willing to stab someone to death in front of the prison, I'd probably not say anything either. A sane would. Being a little surprised on game length is good. I agree, a sane, but I also am not. I like plants. Okay. I'm also not opposed to a game just giving me a progress bar, because that still doesn't tell me like what I need to do in terms of like 11%. Okay, how much of what I did did that equate to the 2%? You ever look at like a install bar and it like zooms up to 85% and then just sits at 85% for 6 hours? You're like, what's different about this than the others? Kind of like that. Talk to the locals about murder. It does not sound like investigating his brother's murder. It just sounds like you want to talk about murder. Just the concept of it. 5 green essence. Jeremy, don't you like to talk about to people about murder? A sane sits outside his house, and when people walk by, he's like, and look at him, he talks to them about murder. Then they quickly leave because they think he wants to murder them. Now, Wayne doesn't murder anyone. Wayne just stalks you and makes you think he's gonna murder you. He's like one of those clowns and that was going around the US for a while. He likes to talk about it, though. He likes to talk about fucking mercury switches. That's true. Because you know they're better. What I wouldn't give for some Piltover cooking again. No class here. Me? Oh, no, I don't work the bridge. The honor belongs to the crew who collect the toll fees. So think how much did that wood cost? Next, we're sorry I didn't think of them sooner. Sorry. And those cranes against how much they've made. At least there's lots of people to talk to and stuff to loot. Okay, get it. Let me talk to her. Hello? Game? Bilgewater is made of ships, but it ain't one. Don't need no captains up here. Ma'am, could you please help? A sailor pleads from his chair. I broke my leg, I lost my job, and now my pet Fluffy is gone. His words are sincere, but his tone is practiced. And? Well, I was hoping you could go and get him. I would do it myself, but as I said, my leg's broken. He sighs conspicuously. I'll pay you if you do find him, of course. I have a couple questions first. Back again, as your heart thawed? Will you help me find Fluffy, or is your soul as icy as the Freljord? The sailor remarks. How did you break your leg? Oh, on a ship. The lame excuse is clearly insufficient. He continues. A ship hit a wave and I fell. Happens all the time. Why does it even matter? What does Fluffy look like? Well, he's brown. No, more like sea green, smallish. Well, I guess he's big for his breed. The sailor gives up a couple more contradictory details before giving up. Not one of them mentioned his pet actually having fur. Sure. That's great! The sailor pops up from his seat. You'll find him somewhere in the shipwright's yards, toward the slums. Before you go, though, he reaches into the garbage pile next to him and pulls out a moldy head of cabbage. You'll need this. Cabbage is Fluffy's favorite snack. He won't go anywhere without it. Thank you for helping a poor injured sailor. Alright, so this guy is clearly just setting me up to get attacked. Buy rumors. Sure. This vendor will sell you rumors about people and places, unlocking new side quests in your quest log. New rumors will appear as the story progresses. Oh good, you can buy your quests. A guard waves his hand. This is Sarah Fortune's private vessel. Riff Raff aren't allowed in, he says. That giant ship over yonder? None other than Fortune's own vessel. She keeps it parked here to gloat over us, all us poor people. It's just one of many. She's got plenty of boats. Too many to sail at once. Do you ever think maybe she just owns a boat? She's not keeping it to gloat over you guys? Nah, that can't be. Okay, this is Bilgewater, and I assume... Okay, these are not where quests are kept. Reservoirs. Oh, okay, so these are kind of like your medals in Dragon Quest. If you get a certain amount of points, you just get the item. So it gives me a tome of knowledge. Cool. So where's our quest list then? Is it in our inventory? Enchanting equipment allows you to add special permanent buffs to them and is a great way to gain the upper hand in combat. Once an enchantment recipe is known, it will appear in this grid. Enchantments can be applied to weapons and armor. Additionally, you can infuse items to increase their rarity and base stats. After you select an enchantment or infusion, you must then specify which weapon or armor in your inventory you would like to apply to it. These are the required ingredients to create a successful enchantment infusement. When enchanting, you may adjust the quantity of each ingredient above or below the required amount. When doing this, you will see the success chance meter increase and decrease. Attempting to enchant an item with fewer ingredients has both a chance for success as well as failure. If the enchantment fails, you will keep the weapon or armor but lose the ingredients. Alternatively, you may overflow the ingredients well beyond the requirement and guaranteed success. The more ingredients you overflow, the higher the guaranteed enchantment rarity as well. New enchantments and infusions will be discovered as you explore. Be sure to come back to power up your gear. Alright. Increases healing power, 20% chance to poison an enemy with each hit, dealing 57 true damage over 3 turns. Okay. Increases magic defense by 21 and attack power by 11. Life steal, haste rating and attack power. Attack power. Increases crit rating. 20% chance to attack to create a damage shield with each hit, absorbing 30. Honestly, I think I don't have the items to make this, so we need to get some of this other stuff, but okay, so where is our quest list then? Is it in the bestiary? Do we not get a quest list? The fishing menu is where you can manage your fishing equipment and view a collection of the types of fish you have caught. Fishing equipment is shared between all champions. Select the rod or lure to browse and select selective equipment. Rod and lure combinations will enhance your ability to attract rare fish and successfully reel them in. At any time you can view the fishing journal, which keeps track of the types of fish you have caught. Don't forget to visit the fishmonger in Bilgewater. You can acquire fishing gear and trade in caught fish for valuable black mark currency. Alright, so chances are that's a good way to get really good gear. Ah, there's our quest log. Okay. Sure. The quest log will keep track of all your active and completed quests throughout the story. Quests are organized in 3 categories: story, side quests, and bounties. When a quest is completed, it will be moved to the completed area in the log. All active story quests will automatically be included in the quest tracker, visible while exploring. You can toggle up to 4 additional side quests and bounties to be included in the side quest tracker. Cycle between them while exploring to update your objective information and markers. Alright. Alright, we started that one. Let's do Fluffy is missing. Speak to the banker in a matter of discretion. So this guy is right here, and this is that quest. Okay, let's continue exploring.